Welcome back. This morning, we are following a clean energy milestone in East Palo Alto. A new EV charging hub just launched at a local apartment complex there. Backers of the project want to show how electric vehicles can work in multifamily housing, even as President Trump and Republican lawmakers plan to roll back incentives. So joining us live this morning is Phillip Kobernick with Peninsula Clean Energy. Phillip, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me. Really a pleasure to be here.
So, Phillip, how do you see this project improving access to EVs for renters?
Yeah, great question. So it's getting easier and easier to buy an electric car in California, except if you live in an apartment or a condo. We absolutely need to rethink how EV charging works because it's really important to have charging for everyone so that we can have an inclusive, equitable transition to EVs. And these types of projects are demonstrating how to do that. Lower cost and ability to get to charging for everyone ahead of when they get an EV, making that possible.
So the Bay Area really has some of the most EV charging infrastructure out of most places in the country, but do we have enough here?
We don't. We're actually very far off. So we really need to be ramping up our efforts. And the public charging network is an important part of the piece too, absolutely. But we really need to get more charging where people live. And the most important part of that puzzle are people who live in apartments and condos because they've been left out for so long.
So with the federal government looking to pull back on EV incentives, does this local work have more of an urgency now?
I think it certainly does. We really need to be working towards getting to, faster moving towards adoption for EVs. I will say, here in the Bay Area, we have so many local programs. The state is putting effort into this. Local programs like us at Peninsula Clean Energy are putting a lot of effort into this. So there's a lot of effort going on that's unaffected, frankly, by what the federal government is doing. But we absolutely need to be going faster, not only because of what's happening nationally, but also because we really want to meet our climate goals here in the state and local Bay Area. And we know we need to be going faster to do that.
When we're talking about this specific project in East Palo Alto, what made this one unique versus some of the other projects you have worked on?
Yeah, great question. So one of the things that we're able to accomplish here is charging at lower cost and getting charging for every single resident ahead of where before they bought an EV. That's pretty unparalleled so far, for these types of projects. And the way we're able to do that is because our strategy is to focus on lower cost smart outlets instead of bigger and more expensive charging stations. And we're really demonstrating what's possible, able to scale that to everybody. So getting charging at this scale, at this low of cost is what's really unique about it and demonstrating what we can be doing for more apartments and condos in the Bay Area.
On that note, do you have similar EV charging projects in the pipeline elsewhere on the peninsula or beyond?
We have thousands in progress, including some really large ones that we're really, really excited about. It's really important that we get more access to EV charging for folks in apartments and condos, and we've got a ton on the way. Really excited about it.
Anything else you want to add on this Sunday morning about EV charging, Phillip?
Great time to get an EV is right now.
All right, Phillip Kobernick with Peninsula Clean Energy. Thank you for that. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.